Okay, today I am going to demonstrate the best and easiest way to make your pie crust dough. This recipe I've had since high school, in my high school book, and so I'm old and it is even older, it looks like. All right, I have the recipe here so you can copy it down, screenshot it, and then copy it. 1.5 cups of flour, 3/4 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons shortening, but I like to use butter, and then 3 tablespoons of water. So that's the recipe. So what you do is you put your butter, cut your butter up and put it in here. I've doubled the recipe because I want to make 4 crusts, not 2. So I like to use real butter, but if you don't have butter, you can use shortening like our grandmothers used to use. And if you don't have one of these KitchenAids, you can use these. Now I'm going to tell you the difference. This kind, with this grate, it is my favorite because it cuts. These are like knives and they cut the butter really good. These are round ones. And you can see I haven't used this in a long time. I don't like this kind. So if you're going to go buy one, try to find one that has the cutting knife kind. And it's also good for strawberries, potatoes. This, I don't know. But this one would be good for all those other things. And if you don't have those, you can always use your old mixer, one of these. I used to have to use this for years before I graduated to a KitchenAid. All right. So you're going to put all the ingredients except the water. This is just butter, salt, and flour in here. And you're going to turn it on. Okay. I've already done it, so you won't have to listen. All right. Now, I want you to look at this, how it is crumbly with the butter bits, little chunks of butter in here, and that's how you want it, because the whole concept of crust is these pieces of butter, when you roll it out, are in between the flour, and as it bakes, the butter melts between the flour layer and it makes layers, and it makes wonderful, like, flaky crust. So you want the butter butts in there. Do not make it smooth. If you want your butter to be firmer when you do it. Okay, show it in here. Can you put it straight down in here and see how it's like, you can see the butter buds in there. And that's the best way to make it. I'm going to make sure all the bigger pieces of butter are cut in two. They say you want it like crumble, whatever the crumble is, okay? All right, that's perfect. Well, I'm not ever perfect, so it's as perfect as I think. I'm sure to the grandmother it may not be, but I'm a grandma now. All right, then we're going to add, since it's doubled, 6 tablespoons of ice water. Sorry, the ice cubes keep floating in. And it's important that it be ice water because, okay, show what it looks like in there while I get my fork. I forgot to get my fork. It has to look like, it has to be ice water because you don't want the butter to melt yet. Remember? We want the butter to be little bits so that it will fold out, roll out with the flour when it bakes. And you think, oh, I need more liquid. No, you don't. Because the butter is acting as a grabbing component. I don't know what the word is. It's like forms it. See, the butter kind of melts into your balls. Oh, that sounded horrible. Sorry. You know what I mean? Because we're making this into balls. So that's why the butter melts in the balls, see? I think I could have put a little bit more liquid in it. So, but anyway, it does like this. And as you're doing it, the butter is warming up. So this, you make it into, this run is double, so you make it into 4 balls. And then I will go on to part 2 when it comes to the rolling out part, because that is the whole secret to rolling out. And I'm going to show it to you. You think you can't do it. But in high school, I got the Crisco Award. And because I could make pies the best of anybody.